These have been a really challenging 3 days.
Brian, what happened last night?
Oh boy. We were over on Parlay, drinking as you do, and I brought Kaza back. And I remember there was an exchange of something about if it would rain, the hatches should be closed, and apparently I said I would come back.
Now to crank up Brian.
Serves us right for drinking whiskey last night.
Oh, there we go, pissing out.
Oh yeah.
It's quite an interesting situation we found ourselves in.
Costa Rica, man.
Sounds like they got you by the cojones.
By the cojones.
So we have like
I
cut.
was trying to carry Sierra through it. I got that.
Oh my god, cuts here.
That.
Yeah, that was gnarly as f.
To shovel and pickaxe, they aren't reaping the benefits of this cobalt rush. Congo itself is barely reaping these benefits.
We might not be in Boston, but it sure does feel like we're in Beantown.
What do we got here, Jordan?
Our latest trend on board is we started buying refried beans in a squeezy bag. And I'm quite fond of beans, and
I caught Jordan the other night laying on the silver island just sucking beans right out of the bag. Busted.
yeah.
Muchas gracias.
Yeah.
You're the best.
You're the best.
You're the best.
Yeah, this is the best morning ever. That's what she said.
No, not what you said, Jordan.
Hey, bud. I'm gonna get the first person crotch perspective. Oh, get it away from me. Ah!
Looks like a pretty good eating fish, though.
Well,
Check that out.
aw. Look at this cute little face.
Might as well keep her.
I mean, it's got a hook through its face, so.
Yeah.
You're looking pretty regal with your Shimano thing.
This thing's ridiculous. But otherwise, the end of the pole goes right in your nuts, and it sucks.
Oh, by the way, in the background is the perfect song playing. Love is a battlefield.
Ramu kanji, ramu leke, ramu kole, ramu soso. Come to ram si male, come to ram si male, malera. Ramu kanji, ramu leke, ramu kole, ramu soso. Come to ram si male, come to ram si male, malera. One touch represents Solomon Island people say we people start originally from our homeland.
Our forecasted wind is finally here, so we're gonna fly this Vinegar
Yeah.
and see if it
We're
lasts.
gonna try. If it holds, it'll be good.
Yeah.
If it changes, it's just a lot of wasted effort. All right, you guys ready? Are you a fan of the new camera?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's pretty cool.
And like Brian and I were talking about this morning, like, I mean, I've been on the boat for a month, and I'm like, do you feel like you just sort of take the same shots over and over again? You know, you struggle to think of new ways of capturing the moment, and then it's cool to have a new camera and have some different perspectives and different styles. And it's called Insta360 One X2.
Okay. And there is an affiliate link at the bottom right now, so if you want to get one of these cameras and play around with it, go to that link because they will send a little bit of love to our survival and beer fund as well, which is always nice and appreciated. It's right about now where our series of unfortunate events begins.
Brian, what happened last night?
Oh boy.
I just filmed the aftermath.
There was a slight miscommunication. We were over on Parlay, drinking as you do, and I brought Kazza back. And I remember there was an exchange of something about if it would rain, the hatches should be closed, and apparently I said I would come back and close the hatches, but apparently I forgot that. We were sitting on Parlay like, oh yeah, it's raining so hard, and all the time it was just like pouring straight in through the hatch, all over the table, all over the cushions, all over your bed.
Whoa, that looks amazing.
Sorry, I left the hatches open last night while I was out drinking Fireball with Colin and Jordan.
Okay. These things happen.
Da-da-da. The chaos of the morning continues.
Jeez, we're not winning today. We were gonna leave and we were lifting the dinghy up, and I'm not sure what happened, but it didn't feel right. And then this is what's left of the block from the top of the mast.
Now I have to crank up Brian.
Hey.
Lucky you. Try not to get up the coochie.
Serves us right for drinking whiskey last night. Jeez. What the shit, man?
It seems Maggie was even heavier than usual. Heavy enough to destroy our block. We suspected water inside the tubes, but needed to lift her out to confirm. Hence all the fuss.
We're gonna see if any water comes out.
I can hear some in there.
Oh. There we go, pissing out.
Only here's. Oh yeah.
So it's not in this compartment, it's in this one. They're all separate, right? I think there's something in here. Anyway, we got it on deck, so that's good news.
Nice. All right, let's strap this puppy in and hit the road.
Yeah, we'll do everything else underway.
With Maggie finally on board, and Delos' deck resembling a yard sail more than a sailboat, we are off again in search of another anchorage. Preferably a protected one.
Stressing you out right now. How dirty it is.
It's dry. It's not necessarily dirty, it's just like messy. Like,
Yeah.
and because we can't really put anything back because even under the cushions is wet. So we kind of have to let it like really air out and stuff, and then because otherwise it just starts smelling funky. So I think we're doing the right thing, but it's just like you can't walk anywhere. It's just shit everywhere.
While we were underway, I decided to figure out why our trusty companion Maggie was filling with water.
How would you describe the overall progress of your situation up there?
It's like a cluster.
We didn't really film before because it was super hot, but Brian's been like for at least 2 hours in the dinghy, like trying all different pumps and.
I got some water out, not enough. There's still some in there. I think I'm gonna have to like hang it from the front to get all the water through the different tubes and then out the back. So I decided to fix the step, which Plucky broke when he jumped out of the water when he thought the crocodile was gonna bite him.
It turns out, when the rivets holding the step in were ripped out, it left a gaping series of holes in the bow, which under the torrential rains of Costa Rica promptly filled the bow, adding hundreds of pounds of weight to an already heavy Maggie.
Riveting is one of my secret guilty pleasures. I love it. It's just so satisfying. Ah, yes. Maybe it is. Isn't that cool? Can I do one? I'll let you do one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll set it up for you.
Yeah.
All right, so what you're gonna do is make sure that you're applying pressure this way, like that, and then go ahead and pull it together. Oh! Is that satisfying? Isn't it nice? Do you want to do it?
How was your day? How are you doing?
I'm exhausted. I think I was in the sun for too long.
Yeah.
Working on the dinghy, trying to get all the water out of it, which I didn't succeed at doing. When I fixed the step and I installed a cup holder.
Yeah. We got our stuff all dried out, which is pretty great because that could have gone a lot of different ways than how it did.
Yeah, we got off pretty easy on that one, Jordan.
The fact that it was like so calm that we could just leave everything out the whole day in the sun, that's pretty lucky. So we're forgiven for our brown, huh?
Water's like a weird color.
Like reddish brown.
Yeah, I wonder if this is red tide.
I heard somebody saying that like up
heard
north
that
it
too.
was, so maybe it's.
Oh, I really wanted to go swimming.
It looks blue over there to the left.
Oh my god, this anchorage is so rolly.
This is actually a really beautiful spot here, but unfortunately the anchorage is a freaking terror zone. It just makes Delos like pitch around like.
I mean, I was like holding on in bed. Like I felt like I was gonna roll out.
Yesterday I set out a stern anchor to at least keep the bow into the swell, which helped some.
The line kind of becomes slack because we put the stern line out like at high tide, and it's like a 3 meter tide here, so it became really slack, and then we started like coming like sideways to the swell, and the boat was just going crazy, like so much that like at some point I heard like the dinghy into the water and like slammed, and I was like, oh my god.
How rolly it is.
I know. I don't know. I have a feeling that like surfing and living on a monohull close to a surf spot, it's never really a great idea. We might get going, move spots again, try to find a little more protected anchorage for tonight, which would be great.
A lack of protected anchorages and huge swell make Pacific Costa Rica a great surf destination, but leaves a lot to be desired if you want a calm anchorage for your sailboat.
It's a beautiful spot, but oh my god, what a shitty anchorage.
Those are the only times not the only times, but those were the times that I'm like, I kind of wish we had a catamaran because it would be a lot less rolly.
Yeah,
Like those times, and if
it's
you're
jerky
hosting,
though.
Yeah, it's jerky.
Like when we were on Colin's boat and it rolled, I was like, oh
Yeah.
god, it feels
I know,
like
they still roll, but it's just
just
not the
get jerked
same.
around.
Like, I feel like we had the death rolls last night. and
Costa Rica's not known for its good anchorages.
No, there are a
think there's
few,
like 2.
but yeah, not if you want to surf, then it's like really hard.
Hey Brian,
Yo,
what's the story with this little like Delos plaque thingy over here?
on the inside of the companionway.
See.
It was actually given to us by somebody who watched the videos, one of our patrons, when we first sailed into South Africa. It's pretty cool though, right?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Bill and something.
Woo! Can't really see it in the camera, but it's pretty big rollers coming through. What do you think about that?
generally not a favor of big rollers in my anchorages. Look at that thing.
Yo, what? Oh my god. Holy. Oh my god, it scares me.
There's the reason why that roller jacked up right there is there's a reef there. It goes from like 40 meters to about like 3 meters real quick.
Yeah. I think this morning was the first time that I saw you like semi-grumpy.
I hate anchorages like that. It just sucks.
Yeah.
When you live on the boat full time, you're not comfortable,
Let's see.
you don't sleep well, your wife's not happy, your baby's not happy, you're not happy. No bueno.
The surfer's happy, but that's about it.
This is the recommended anchor spot here.
Okay.
This looks like a pretty good spot.
Yeah, this looks amazing. I really hope it's protected enough, kind of tucked in a little bit further. We'll see.
Good morning.
Huevos.
All right, this is what we have to do in Costa Rica because there's big swell everywhere. We can't actually put the dinghy on the beach, so we anchor the dinghy way out, outside the breaks, and then we get to swim into the beach, huh? Hang on, look it. Whoa!
So we found ourselves in a pretty interesting situation here in Costa Rica. So the cruising here, you have to have like a SARPE, which means that you need to check in and out of every port. So when we first checked in, our agent was like, it's gonna be a nightmare if you do that because it takes like forever and you need to pay and all of these things. So we've just kind of done 2 ports, and now we stopped here in the middle and we want to go in and look at some animals. And to go to this park and look at these animals, you have to prepay, and it's $60 per person. And we've just figured we can come into this marina and like leave the dinghy here in a safe place. And I don't think they're gonna let us.
I don't know about Costa Rica, man. It's not very
what
cruiser
happened
friendly.
here?
So like in order to keep the boat here, basically there's no place to keep your dinghy because of the swell and the surf and the high tides, and they know that. And so
Yeah.
they make you do a full check-in. So we needed copies of the passports and the cruising permit and the national ZARPE, and then it's $40 for the day.
Wow.
For a little tiny dinghy.
Unless you just want to like surf and be in extremely rolly anchorages.
You're better off traveling Costa Rica by land.
Yeah, I almost think so. And also like the expenses, like it's really
Crazy
expensive.
expensive.
So like if you're on a
Like-
budget,
The last marina we went to was $200 a day, which is like the most expensive. It's like more expensive than staying in New York City, for example. That seems a little bit silly, right?
that is so extreme.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful country, but I do think that if you want to go here, go by land.
I think so too. It's like they got you by the cojones.
By the cojones. So did you do it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
they have us by the cojones.
After paying $40 to dock Maggie in the marina for 2 hours while I processed our paperwork, we were finally able to enjoy a little bit of the area. Later that afternoon, we decided to anchor Maggie out and explore a beach by swimming in. We were rewarded by our efforts by having our legs and feet shredded by rocks and swell.
Yeah, I saw a huge wave like came, and Maggie was like, kind of like this, like vertical.
I got that.
Oh my god, cuts here.
That, and on the bottom of my foot too.
Yeah. Oh, that was really intense. I like didn't think it was gonna be so bad here, but the waves just wrap in there because it's not sandy bottom. You can't really like stand up or walk properly. Like I'm bleeding too, like there. Pretty good cut.
All right, guys, come and get it. I can't take credit for everything here. as you guys did everything, but I can take credit for the fish, which I caught, filleted, and then turned into tacos.
Mama.
Sierra, where'd Jordan go?
Sierra, I can't see you. Where are you? Are you over here?
On a boat full of crazy people.
There she is.
All right, today I think I feel like reading a comment that's like kind of an FAQ thing. This is from Wayne Federico. I recognize his name. He's actually commented a lot on our videos, and he says, looks like Maggie got a new facelift. Cool beans. Where did you get Maggie way back when? Is she hard to replace? And yep, add a funny one, a dumb one, and bloopers, no twerking YouTube rule. So he must be referring to, yes, we should put comments at the end of the videos, which I think is cool too. About Maggie, yeah, so we got Maggie like years and years ago after we destroyed our first inflatable dinghy, which was an AB. It only lasted us about 3 years, and then her nickname was Patches, as she would not hold air. We just destroyed her. So we bought Maggie in Queensland, Australia in 2011 or 12, so she's about 10 years old now. We've tortured the hell out of her. In fact, there is a blog of us getting Maggie. We have, I don't know if you guys knew this, but we actually wrote like 300 blogs about sailing through the South Pacific, New Zealand, Australia before we started making videos. So if you go to sfidelos.com and you look in the blog section, you'll see it in there. Or if you just search on like Sfidelos Meet Maggie by Brady, because Brady wrote that one, you'll see the blog about us getting Maggie, which is pretty cool. Okay, so back to Wayne. Add a funny one. Yep, okay, so I have another one here. This one is from, we'll put this in the naughty category, maybe. 936 Cats is the username on YouTube. Naughty Nice concept is fantastic. That coating on the dinghy refresh definitely looked like it took the sizzle out by 100 degrees, but not the internet sizzle out from those two testing it. I can't be the only one that has been looking for a pair of face masks like that since before COVID. Smiley face, winky face, emojis. 936 Cats. And I'll leave you with that. Thank you so much for watching, and be sure to like the video and leave a comment for us so that I can maybe read it and have some fun with it. All right.
Thanks, Brian. You the best.
Yeah, so anywho, yeah, we like the camera. No! No, we're vlogging. Everybody's vlogging. Fresh water for sure.
What a treat. Don't have to take a shower for at least another week.
Good to go.